towards the van position, triple stack over towards the A side. This is going to be a BXE from OG.
And Carrigan's seen them all. Quick run out of the apartments. There's coldzera in with a frag. Mantu can trade one back. Carrigan will get a quick tap to the head to respond towards one of Issa as NBK facing aggressive. That P250 straight in without the raid boss, but still gets the kill to a 3 versus 3. Bomb plant can be secured on default. It's retake mode FaZe.
3 versus 3. They've been able to get to short very, very quickly. 2 players out towards this bench position from the T side. Maybe try and swing on each other's contact. MBK trying to tap away. Finally gets that kill in the trade onto Rain, but it's Brokey up close towards the backside corner, trying to see if they can get this time going and get those trades together. But OG are doing a really good job of just trying to stall, not overpeak. Finally, Alexa B going down means that MBK's on for a 4K, and Twist is going to be able to find 2 of his own.
30 seconds. OG are going to have to act relatively quickly into this bomb site. Got Twists on the stairs to try and be a major thorn on their side. Alexi B will try isolate him, but no, Twists gets that kill, kicks things off, back on the bomb planter. Mantu can't get a triple on Valde, but coldzera swinging in from jungle. Is anyone going to check the position? Well, Valde's too focused on CT and goes down for it. coldzera comes up with a kill, and Drain is just traded back. 10 seconds, that bomb's still connected though. That final kill from Carrigan on short should secure it. Indeed, Issa will find his kill back on Cole, but now needs to hunt Carrigan, who's staying alive, and Brook is even way further away at CT spawn, so Twist on the backlines with his own M4s, waiting for the T's to make their way out. Finally, Alexi B swings, gets taken back. Twist gets 2 kills. Mop-up round coming through for the CT side here. Those SMGs, those MP9s can get as much cash as possible, and they get a pretty decent amount, but
Angle out from Connector, trying to press forward. There's a lot of T-side players around him. He can drop this bomb, gets that first pick in the second. Good hold starting off from Twists.
coldzera backed up, Rain on site, taps through, takes down Issa, and coldzera chimes in to take MBK as well. It's all left to Mantu out towards that mid control, and the CTs mopping up the mid position. OG trying to lean in, but just getting ripped apart. I think that might just set the pace for this series at this stage. Dwayne, 1 exit will come through, but needs a whole lot more, and coldzera is getting him no more. To keep OG at bay for the moment. They've got only those 2 players in the apartments looking for a B split, with the majority of players being out towards the short control. And Brookie strikes on the bomb plant and takes out 2. Needs that 3rd frag. He's going to lose his teammate elsewhere, and his pistol's almost lined up for him, but unscoping at the wrong moment leaves Valde a deagle kill. Carrigan moving in, sees 1 player on the balcony, catches off Issa, trying to focus back on Alexi P. The AWP will drop, and the AUG gets a 3K, cleans up the pistols. They're out towards ramp, has got to win the fights against Rain, and that's not an easy fight to win at all. His teammates going to provide support as well. Shoulder baiting, seeing that 1 man, that spray comes through, gets that kill. AWP in the back lines of Brookie, turning up, sees that 1 man, unscopes at the wrong moment, and that cost him his life. Valde ahead of the smoke, takes that kill. Now Twist is right behind danger, does drop the bomb plants and make it 2 kills on Issa. That's a 3K, and potentially even an ace to defend it for the FaZe side. 40 seconds, peeking into the AWP. Mantu next up, sees him on the ticket booth, he baits in that shot, isolates the quadra, looking for the ace for Twist. No! Valde shuts it down to the last second.
An aggressive peek. Flash in. Oh, I tell you what, if he goes any further forward, he might spot that bomb from Alexi B.
Orpa Brookie is going to be the next main concern. Takes a shot off, misses. Twist can swing back, take Valde instead. Orpa up on the ticket, on the firebox, I should say, boosted up. Looking for a kill towards Connector, can't land it. Rain will get the kill instead. Brookie finally turns up the Orpa on Issa as MBK finds a trade, but now it's a 4 versus 2. Mantu's got to work out a palace position, get some sort of trade on the bomb site, and as MBK falls, he's going to be the last man standing. Even Rain has control of the bomb, and FaZe
bring it into the next round. Money is going to be a bit of an issue here. They do have the, well, getting close to, I should say, the max round loss bonus, 2,900 ramp in terms of a mass amount of T-side players. Needs a little bit more assistance. Nade coming through, missed AWP shot coming out for Brokey, and now it's a 2-man advantage coming in for OG. They've been able to pick up the AK2 from MBK, and Alexi B swings out for the top of Connector. Carrigan and coldzera, the last couple left, against an eco. OG are doing mass amount of damage, and they're capitalizing on so many of these opening kills. They know where Carrigan is, they know where coldzera is. Nice tap comes through to MBK to try and bring this round back.
The 4 versus 2 advantage. Now Carrigan gets several lineups, and they're all going to face him together, finally take him down.
Forces FaZe in a very awkward economical stance. Have to eco going into round 9. Bit of aggression coming through to the top mid area. MBK already finding that first pick. Flash comes over the top, and they are just lighting him up nice and easy, dealing with the anti-eco frags. They know where coldzera is. Doesn't look like anyone's going to go down for this T side. A nice third round for OG. That's going to help their confidence.
It is one of the save weapons in and get forced back here. Valde instead entering with the AK towards the B bomb site. Back turn towards the site itself. One CT close there. Carrigan's repositioned. He's on for two, but no. NBK shuts him down as Brookie also falls. Gotta check coldzera in the back line. This Deagle missing its shots. Does get Mantu in the end, but with the last man standing, Valde.
Ooh, Miss Smoke comes out towards the window room for the T side. That needs to get information called out, but maybe not because they just dive out for the palace, fasting towards the A side.
Brookie following suit on Issa as well, out in the open, not checked out, but a CT spawn, no one covering him off. Now Twist finds his second kill on Valde, past the head of the smoke, and Mantu being pressured once again.
It does look as if they want to at least try and go for this.
Flash in, Lexi sees one, loses the fight to Twist. That's 3 kills up for him. Brookie with the AWP on lock. Falling back towards the B site instead as the CT start pressing forward towards A. It's Issa alone. Can he catch off overextensions or will he extend himself? Get Rain for the first 4. Twist not going to let him get away with a second. Brookie dealt with by Valde. coldzera and Twist go back and forth as NBK gets the penultimate kill of the round. 2v2 as Carrigan chimes in, makes it a double from short. And now Alexi B is left alone. IGL stepping up in this round. Now he's got to be the clutcher for his side. Gets it to an even standing. And now it truly is IGL.
52 HP, and it gets very, very silent for both these players. Carrigan trying to see if he can check this corner, and it looks like he's going to get his back turned completely to Alexi B to get a simple kill. Carrigan with a 3k, get onto that bomb, get FaZe, a lovely clutch to come out.
He's in, coldzera up in the ladder room. Alexi B's reading this, but he gets peeked upon, loses that fight. coldzera almost making it a double, spraying through that wall on Valde. Won't matter because Twist comes in to support. 2 kills for him as he mops up the mid control. Issa out here towards the A site, will catch a frag, but the bomb needs to get recovered by Mantu here. Smokes up, AWP caught off by Carrigan next. They don't even need to challenge Issa in this one, as it looks like FaZe will win their 9th here on CT. 1 kill is found for a 2k overall, but 30 seconds to get an ace, and no one from the CT side is presenting himself. Twist set with the AWP gets another 3k. 21 players to deal with on the entries for OG. Utility going over Shadow, seen shoulder bait, forces that AWP off angle. They're going to check Rain. Yes, they are. He goes down, but Brookie holds on to Mantu. Peeks back in for 2, can't land his shot. Flicks just connected that second man, and gets MVP against Alexi B next. Oh, Issa gets a double to turn it back to a 2v2.
Oh, Carrigan picking up from CT. The timing could be everything, but he gets flashed off in the T side, and Issa follows up with another kill into the round. He's found a 3k, and now it's down to coldzera to try and clutch Alexi B. Secures OG their 6th.
They don't over-aggress, though. Just ahead of the stairs position, Twists and Brookie see what they can do. Valde seen, taps through 2 Glocks, facing in. He's not getting caught off guard, but the flashbang turned away. That's 1 headshot lined up on the likes of Valde. Brookie still holding for a bit more as Twist peeks in, gets taken back out, but Brookie still holds himself a triple, and Mantu suddenly left alone from the jungle entrance. No kit in his hands, no way to play this. Brookie ends up with a 4k. Lexi B will fire down on his position, hoping to catch off somebody. 2 players in that ladder room. Mantu ready for someone to enter against him. Valde might play a bait and switch. They do catch that first kill, not quite that second. Another Mantu's still in there as well, so just smoke off, not going to allow the peek to come through from the CT player. Now NBK arrests on the B bomb site, and he's quickly taken back out of play. All on Alexi B. Oh, the Deagle not landing. Brookie, simple frag for his own right, and OG overwhelmed by the rifles in this one, as this should be an 11th for the FaZe side. And this is where you start to sweat a little bit if you're OG.
While the other ones did go 3 maps, but for OG, they have always struggled on their map picks. And I'm not really sure what that's sort of coming down.
1 player pushed up in the apartments, though. That could be a bit of a concern if Mantu catches anybody off guard. Flash in, evades it, gets the first headshot in on Twist. AK can get grabbed, peeks back in for the second. He may have seen coldzera there. We've definitely seen him with the traces, but NBK will go down to the B-side defensive. He's the only man left here. Might have to back up. Valde sneaks behind the bench position, but Rain gets that kill together, and now Mantu's just going to burn. All the utility put up towards him. Alexi B next up to face, gets caught off guard by Brookie, who lands on that headshot, and Issa left alone with the league winner 1 versus 4. Good setup there for OG, almost worked out. If only NBK had held.
We haven't seen more tactical pauses coming out for OG. We've only seen that 1 tack, and that was about round for short. Be that 1 person to just try and deny from the other side of the map. Issa pressing very far forward in towards a triple position. They know where he is, struggling to find anything, trying to get back towards CT, and it's Valde to find the first pick in the round.
A big kill on Karrigan, and Alexi fires through the smoke, catches Rain. Suspecting going to be close towards that default box or towards the danger box, and that's exactly where he was at. 5 versus 3 now. Bomb in full sight of the FaZe side. Mantu leaning up towards the mid position, has one player to deal with here in Connector. Twists his back turn. Perfect chance for Yorpa to take down one of the crucial lurkers. Drops in, seen him, and peeking out to that corner. Gets that shot together. They're on the bomb for the full defuse. Alexi B and Voley clean up the last couple of kills to the main site defenders. Advantage of 2 points for OG. Now the utility coming down, that may be about to change. NBK, can he hold on to a kill? He's usually been first frag on his B-bomb site in the past, but Alexi B's there to back him up. Back in the back corner, 2 frags to his name. NBK looking for something back on Brookie, but no! Brookie gets 2 kills, the Molly and the AWP. Karrigan getting involved. Rain boosted up on the boxes. It's a seize him, but loses the fight. FaZe lost those 2 opening picks, but the smokes kept OG completely scrambled.
Towards Van to look into the apartments. So many just wildly over-aggressive peaks coming out for OG.
Down 2 of them on towards Connector Jungle and Stairs. Flashes over, no smoke for CT. It's all down to Issy towards Dark. Molotov to his position, not going to get checked up. Instead, Coldzera burns away with Karrigan's assistance. Twist gets the kill on Alexi B. And once again, one man becomes the anchor to fall. And they get the bomb plant into the 4v3 situation.
Oh, more spam damage coming through onto Valde, but look how low a couple of players are on this T side. Good AWP shot coming through from Mantu, and Karrigan and Coldzera need a fight on very low HP. A big shot comes out from Coldzera out towards Jungle, and they've even got a wraparound play for Coldzera to find a 3K in the round. MPK may have just been seen out towards Ticket. He's in a 1v3, and he's been legged up by the Brokey Pig straight back in, and FaZe Clan get to map point on OG's map pick.
They picked into Mirage, not a standardized pick for them, but a curveball to hopefully avoid their Inferno woes. And I mean, well, it's not exactly been the best of decisions. Valde and Mantu will get a couple of picks to start things off here in round 20. That's a 5 versus 3 situation. Mantu may even be facing for a bit more back here towards underpass. Coldzera will get there, and he will take the Orpa down.
They've at least got 1 player coming in, now 2 between Coldzera and Twists.
Good trade. This has got to line them both up. It comes up the timing and positioning. Gets that bomb. The drop sees. Twists wins the fight. And now FaZe start fighting back from the man disadvantage, especially as Brookie peeks in from ramp. Gets Volde to fall. Now a 2 versus 2 can ensue. Bomb plant incoming. But Brookie is also taking aims. Alexi B left alone sees both players. Has got to concede the bomb plant. Trying to grab one of the AKs in the mid-control, try fight back for the AWP, lets him go no further. Brookie ending up with 25 kills and 16 rounds of FaZe. And onto that short control, minute 2, the clock, 1 player dropping in. Karrigan is going to get dealt with. First blood drawn by Alexi B. Will they continue to find these frags? Well, they're putting nades on position and doing serious damage to this T-side line. But Coldzera, 100 HP for him on a short control, countering onto several players here. And him and Rain get those 2 frags on Alexi and Mantu, tipping the man advantage back to the favour of the FaZe side. More taps from Rain. That was perfectly placed. And suddenly, Valde alone gets 1 trade on a low HP Coldzera, but so much more to do. He's also taking heads. Kit on him, no Kevlar. Got to land the next 2 headshots back on the next couple of players. Smokes down, they hear the utility being placed up, and they just swing to take him back. Checking out the corners just in case, and when they enter, they're just going to have to get 1 good headshot on a decoy.
A bit of crossfire being set. Bait and switch set up, but it's the opening kill going the way of Rain. Valde falling. Mantu now bringing his pressure back over towards the A site. Karrigan getting another pick. Issa trying to play on the edge of this smoke. Karrigan expecting it. A lot of conversion elements coming through for this T side as they start to make their way already up through ramp. OG just getting picked apart on this force buy. Issa's still the unknown entity from the A side, but all of his teammates have fallen. Hardly any damage has been done. What an anti-eco from FaZe. When you think about that being a
Throw the mollies in to try drive to the positions just to allow map control to come in from FaZe, and with the lack of Kevlar, it's going to be easy for them to fall back here for the OG side. No flash to support the entry coming through. Actually, Karrigan does get 1 in from Coldzera. 2 kills found the same, 5 versus 3. And FaZe storming into the A-bomb site. Not much they can do to counteract it. Even MBK gets taken back from the short entrance. And 2 standing for the CT side.
Yeah, just a bit of a throwaway round from OG. No buy investment really coming through, so Yeah, FaZe just putting down a little bit of utility towards this upper tunnel split. It does look as if it's going to be a play out towards B side. Lexi B taking a lot of damage early on. Needs to fall back behind that smoke, but it's going to be the Molly 2. And now even the opening connection coming through to the backflat player of MBK. It's a struggling out from Car and an instant save in for OG. It does not get much easier than that from...
A kill back on, I believe that's Rain there towards the CT cross. Shoulder baiting in, sees that AWP. AWP 2, Deagles 5-7, that's the setup that remains for OG. Again with that rifle, Alexi falling, M4 in for coldzera, gets Issa next. Back to that mid position as he tries to siphon them off from that rifle. We'll see one player involved again and back down there. Does pick it up in the end, so it could be a bit more of a concern for losing a play back on the FaZe side. But then again, any exit frag will be fine because this can be a bonus round. Even if those 2 M4s fall on the coldzera and Karrigan, they're just going to upgrade into the AKs. So much cash in the bank for FaZe, and Cold is picking them apart. MBK next to go. Valde and Mantu left to hold their exit frag positions because pushing forward will be suicidal at this stage.
Yeah, trying hard. There's so much money for the T side. Valde struggling again. We're seeing some really sloppy sprays coming out from the CT side. We saw it on the first map. We're seeing it again now in the second. They've already seen that AWP. They're trying to bait him out with the jiggle peaks. They're hunting him down towards the side. No one going down. Fast up towards the tunnel's entrance itself. Needs to try to get a little bit of support from the double AWP from Issa. First kill comes in for the CT side. It drops that bomb. Good start coming through from OG, but Issa's got to try and get some info of the players out from window. coldzera finds a pick. MBK's still alive and still doing damage. On for a 4K, doesn't quite get it. It's back to a 2v2.
Rain extremely low. This is going to be the first advantage that OG can capitalize upon. Orpa Brookie. He had to shine here on this map, was shining bright in the first one. Flashes over. Oh, the perfect angle of one CT player gets taken back. Ooh. Rain with 2 kills though. Up for a quadra. Rain should have been traded. 12 HP. Bit of an aggressive angle alongside MBK. 3 players total to defend on this position. Karrigan caught off by Mantu. There's an AWP kill in M4, having coldzera's back turned towards him. Swing right, goes down, twist tagged up. Brookie does get a trade back on MBK, but now it's a 4 versus 2, and these 2 players got to work real hard. If OG throw this round away, I don't know what to say. Brookie does get a secondary frag. Knows where Alexi's at. Can't land that 3rd kill, so he does go down. And finally, OG who takes that first casualty. And OG again kicked things off well in the round.
Oh, double nades coming down towards that short position too. Look at the damage that comes through with the Karrigan. But now the execution comes throughout from short. 3 players with the bomb committing and a late lurk out from long. And Lexi B even gets another kill completely blind. Mantu now starting to get involved, and it's down to just 2 players left over on this T side. Brokey losing his teammate, only finding 1 with the AWP. OG now winning a couple in a row. Taking that early nade and even more spam coming through. Look at the damage coming through onto Karrigan. He's now down to just red HP. Molotov's in, Rain sees 1, taps burst, and it's Alexi B with that kill. 4 versus 3. Damage done to Valde as well, smokes back up. Smoke on towards the site itself, twist extending far out, does get Alexi to fall. No info on Valde though, Karrigan can see the bomb plant in, but he sneaks his way straight up to the T side, and they have no idea if this player finally falls out. Twist will catch him, and Issa finally gets that trade together. 3 on 2, however, FaZe regaining the man advantage. Karrigan's low can fall to a 2 versus 2. Orpazine, burst through from Issa, can't land those shots on the Orpa, finally goes down to the USP, as Issa makes it a 3K. And both teams back up on the buy. Of course, it will be an effort to break FaZe's staying. Now, and Alexi B lines up 2 on Karrigan and Rain, trying to enter. They fall back for it, however, FaZe. Looking on towards the B bomb site once again. NBK in his corner, flashed in to line up 3 kills, and he gets them all. It's easy as that. Line them up. Only 1 of which is on the A site itself. Alexi B's got to try and stall for time and get Valde in a position of rotation. Great nade on Rain though. The utility placement from OG has started to look good. Rain drops into CT, dealt with by Issa. Twist will get a trade back, but Issa holding his position. Takes his double up. Now Brookie and coldzera. Last 2 players standing. Issa getting 3 kills total and 15 seconds. Cold is trying to catch off this AWP in the back of Plat, and still Mantu swings, gets his kill. Brookie with a good flick for 10 seconds to find himself 3 more. Get that bomb onto the site. Will make it a double, but no further than that. Issa. Flash is turned away from NBK, evading all the blindness, but still goes down to Karrigan. Issa with a trade back, knowing that the T-side players are already on the site itself, so he can get flanked out by Rain, and indeed he does. Alexi B also in window, dome back by Brookie, and now it's a 3 versus 2. To really hold off towards that B side, it seemed like for a moment that Issa was going to start to get a little bit involved in terms of just trying to help out NBK the best that he can. But Swiss even dealing with the AWP, meaning the Valde is going to be the last one left just outside of the B doors. Gets that first and that second, so certainly does disallow the amount of weapons that can come through. Not quite the 3K, so the AWP is going to be safe forward for Twist towards a B split. Or maybe just try and commit off the fake B from coldzera.
Orb kill on Mantu, lands that first frag on the A-side defense, peeks back in a second, and flicks to the third. That's good. Valde dropping Rain, leaving Cold left alone. 1-on-4 for him.
By going into round 15, the OG, no one really in positions to try and go hunting.
Attention away from the actual hit that is coming through. And here they come. Alexi B to fall to Rain. Rain to get traded back by Valde, doubling up coldzera with a trade back. One player on site. Mansu with the orb, overwhelmed by the AKs. Flanked in by Karrigan. In the end, it will be a man advantage for FaZe here for the retake.
FaZe with that one-man advantage, and MPK and Issa have just not had an opportunity at all to even take a bit of a contact peek. No one swinging out at all from FaZe. Finally, Karrigan is able to line them up and get FaZe a 9th round on the T side.
Looks on towards the B door, sees Karrigan. Had the fuse kit need to stay in at some point here. Needs to get picked up in a decent position for the FaZe plan side. Gets that one headshot and that second. Back on for Alexi, next up to FaZe, and next to the fall. The IGL steps up as Brookie falls on the CT side. coldzera with the backup frag, leaves MBK alone, and FaZe.
Only really one player towards this A-bomb site from Brokey. He can put a smoke down out towards Goose, faking there's a player there.
Molotov not extending towards here on the ramp control, swings and sees 2 players, lines them up, overtakes that one frag. Minimal damage done to Valde, allows Valde to get the trade on 3 points of health. He stays alive in a 4-on-4, and FaZe have Rain still close in. No one's checked this ramp position still. Alexi B will go down for it. One more CT out towards long. That late lurk of Issa still yet to set itself up. He was looking to go towards mid and support from short, but has no time to get to position, and Karrigan could end up backstabbing against the T's as a result. They have absolutely no idea of this position, but Issa finally swings up the strike. Take one frag, not quite the second. Rain trades it. Valde looking, Manju takes one frag back, still no info on Karrigan. Sprays through, Karrigan gets the one kill in the second. No kit on him. Does a teammate have it drop close to sight? He's going to need it to get the defuse. IEM is low, re-smoke down to that cross, going to try siphon off some vision for the FaZe camp. Issa here on ramp, can't do much. Twist takes him down, 3 players, 2 players standing. They're going to line up for the AK, but only get so far with it. Or picking on one, they're not on the bomb. Can't land that second shot on coldzera. And the diffuser gets stuck by Twist. No kit though. Oh, he hasn't got it. He hasn't got it. Why was he cold on the bomb? MBK and Alexi B could be up to farm some serious cash, but the AK at coldzera wants to try and change that. Gets only one frag before Alexi finds the trade. Matt 10 strikes to a 4 versus 4, continuing to press out the mid control and going for a very quick B split. Spoke back from Karrigan, Issa reads it, takes him down, opens up the B site for good here, scouts in, hoping to catch Alexi in the mid doors, but for the most part, it's just a case of defending the B bomb site and going for the retake here for FaZe.
Trying to see if they can get some of these trades together. Rain held the last one left to try and see if he can clutch out. He's already fired 4 kills in the round, and he's going to be able to clutch it for FaZe. A massive round coming through from Rain.
OG backed up, Tech9s and Eagles. Issa will be next to fall to the hands of Karrigan. One more player falling in tunnels. And OG with such little firepower to work with. Trying to make their way out from mid. Brookie and Karrigan just cleaning house with the SMGs. M4s can finish the job.
Called out. They should be able to at least deny this bomb from going down. You would expect so at least coming through. Lots of utility in terms of the nades. MBK actually finds that first pick. More utility though coming through towards the A side. Trying to get closer and closer to the side, but getting just picked apart. Mantu and MBK, the last couple left. They've been able to do a fair bit of damage. The clock trying to fall down towards CT, but not quite happening for OG. It was an attempt, but it doesn't quite work.
Mantu going to get coldzera, Twist forced away. He's taking some damage, eventually turns it back to a 3 versus 4, but that's still a 3 versus 4 that favors the OG side, and FaZe think better of it. Save those weapons into the next round.
MPK onto Karrigan. Rain pushing quite far forward into the upper tunnel, seeing if he can deal with any of the T-side players. Great flash comes in, completely blind. Brokey with the AWP, could get swung on upon, but no, not quite going to happen. OG doesn't look like they're going to lose any more players, so
Mantu even taking a passive angle to this mid-doors area, expecting some mid-control from FaZe, actually. They do catch 12 guards, takes some early damage. AK in between, takes 2 frags. No! Oh my god! They're gonna mop it up! In a matter of seconds, this one may finish. Mantu on 13 HP to recover a 1v4. And I can't believe a mid-stack rush is what's going to close the game for FaZe. 4 kills for Twist, 16-9, 2-0 for the All-Star Europeans. And they move on in the upper bracket.